Okay. So pulling out money over ounces for Brian, which I labeled with a B, we say $3.84 over 24 ounces. And for Steve, we say $4.48 over 32 ounces. So there's your division problem. You should be doing that in your calculator. And then fill in the table. And remember, you're talking about money, okay? Okay, when I divided Brian, $3.84 by 24, Mia, do you have an answer? Loud and proud, honey, what? What? $16? Here's the decimal. I think this is what you have. What does that say? 16 cents. Yep. And what did Steve get when you divided? Annetta? I think that's what you said. Is that right? Okay. So, let's look at the question. Did you complete the table by calculating the price? Yes, you did. Whose cereal is less expensive? Answer, Maura? Yep. When it says show your work, guys, this is your work. This is your work right here. Okay. Next page. Plotting points. This is like the picture we graphed. The first number tells you how far left or right to go. The first is your X, and the second is your Y. So plot these points on the coordinate plane, which is this. You're plotting. Remember, the first one's X and Y. So plot those points. We're on page 2.
Whenever she wakes me up, I get mad. No, whenever she wakes me up, you need to wake me up. Because I'm so tired. She's so late.
Label them. Remember, be sure it says the label. So I should see A, B, C, D.
And I go to 6 for me.
And you plot those points. Good. And labeling them.
Yeah, I know how to do it.
Okay. So they should look like that.
Am I just completely down?
Check yourself.
I know.
You're plotting, you can't put it down there and label it.
Okay.
Okay. I told you were smart.
Proportional relationships. We have tables. If we have a table of values, we can tell if it's proportional by writing the ratio for each point in simplest form. What do we label the first column? X over Y. What do we pull out of the table to see? Take Y over X. And then what do? We divide. If it's proportional, you get the same answer every time you divide. So for this one, I just pulled the first two out. Let's try those by dividing. We get 10. What is 60 divided by 4? If it doesn't come out 10, it's not proportional. Okay, Caitlin, what? 15, right. So I'm going to stop right there. That table is not proportional. Try the next one. Label X, Y, pull out Y over X and write your ratios. Ah, that's a nice one. Okay, divide each of those and see if you come out with the same number.
Should equal 60 divided by 4. Could you check those out, see if they're the same?
No, they're not.
Okay.
Wait, yes, they are.
That table proportional to,
Wait, 3, 6, 9.
yes,
Three,
second
three,
table,
three,
why is
three,
it proportional?
They're not the same.
You're right, it's not proportional, so write that down.
When you divide each ratio, you get 15. So that table is proportional.
Okay, page 3. So we don't even have to do this one because it says if we can tell. Okay, here we go. Finding unit rate on a table is just like the same thing. Is the table proportional? Label that table, pull out Y over X, see if that table, you're rewriting your ratio, so we've got 6 over 1, 12 over 2, 18 over 3, and 24 over 4. Divide each of those and decide if they're equivalent.
All right, so here we are. Does the table represent proportional relationship? Rewrite each row. So, y over x. Right?
It means X and Y, then Y over.
Exactly. Thank you for correcting it. So do it. Equals 6 over 1.
I knew that.
12
12
divided by 3.
divided by 2, and then 18 divided by 3, and 12 divided by
If
2.
it's all the same, it's proportional, right?
Okay, I did all the ratios and I divided and I got 6 each time. And we divided to find the unit rate. Okay, on the bottom, this you guys are so good at. We're going to find if the graph is proportional or not. We have to have two things, straight lines through the origin. So which one of these graphs has a straight line and goes through the origin? I should see every single hand in this class up. Okay, I'm gonna call this 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna point to it, and you're gonna say yes or no. 1,
No.
2,
No.
3,
No.
4.
Yes. Yes.
Good. Okay, next page. Okay?
Proportional, yes it is.
Well, you can tell by looking at it, but it's going to ask you more. Okay? So, find the constant of proportionality from a graph. Okay. So make sure the graph is proportional. Elijah, is this graph proportional?
Yes.
Okay. Find a point, but not 0, 0. And you want a perfect point. I am going to go here. And let's see. Actually, here.
I'm going to make 50.
40. I'm going to go 50, 40. Okay. So if I were graphing that, I would graph 50, 40, and I divide to find the unit rate by putting y over x, which is 40 over 50. What is my unit rate? It's not a pretty one. It's not one you can see right away. What is it? If you divide 40 divided by 50,
0.8.
okay, I have a 0.8 and I have a 1 point. So which one do you think it is?
0.8. 0.7.
It's 0.8.
Divided by.
Okay, I think I know what happened.
0.7.
Did you put y over x? This is such a common mistake.
Yeah.
Everybody put in your calculator, 40 divided by 50.
Yeah, it's like
0.8. Yeah, 0.8. 0.8 or 0.7.
Yep.
0.8 it is.
So what is our constant? Yep, if I told you to write an equation, what would your equation be? Samora? Yep. Okay. So here you're going to do the same, you're going to write an equation to represent the relationship. First find the constant, which means pull out y over x for each ratio. When you divide each one, you should get 3. What's our equation? Caitlin. Yep. Okay. Last one, we're going to write an equation from this table. What does y represent on this table? Bottom table, what does y represent, guys? Cost. So I'm going to put dollars. And what does x represent? Miles. Find the constant. Y over x. Pull it out. You don't have to copy it. I'd like you to try it in your calculator. It will be online. So do the division, and what do you come out with every time for a constant?
0.15.
Did you do it every time?
Yep.
Every single time?
Yep.
So you do it once.
I saw you do it.
I did 20, 50.
But I don't know that by
Yeah, do
looking.
this one.
I did do 3.
You're right, honey. The constant is 0.15. What's our equation? Y equals 0.15x.
Got it.
Okay? Now, plug in 200 to find the cost of driving 200 miles. That's why you do this. X is miles. So we're going to take our equation and plug it in. So what do you come out with? Dylan? 30. I know that was quick. This
Oh, yeah.
is, I know. That is yours.
We're done.
Your homework is pages 5 through 8. It's just a few questions. So if you take this home, you got to bring it tomorrow. Okay? 5 through 8. 5 through 8. 5 through 8.
And that is due when, Mrs. Conlon? When does that due? Tomorrow. Okay.
Wait, what? Tomorrow?
It's not that many questions.
This is a lot of questions. I thought you said we're doing it in 2 days. I can do this.
Guys, tonight, the answers for tonight will be posted under Google Classroom, but you have to show work to get credit. Okay? So you can check your answers.
I'll forget that.
Yeah.